To build a pipeline from scratch, click the Pipeline Manager button. Click the Add New Pipeline button. Enter a new name for this pipeline. If you desire one of the settings, select the checkbox. In the Pipeline Notes area, enter any notes that will be helpful when running this pipeline. Click Save Changes. Your new pipeline has been created. You can favorite this pipeline for easy access. When you hover over the Notes icon, you will see the notes you just added. If you want to edit your pipeline notes or name, click the Settings cog. Click the Edit Pipeline button. Make any of your updates that you wish, then click Save Changes. These are pipeline stages. Pipelines are automatically built with 2 stages. These are 2 suggested stages to help you begin qualifying prospects' profiles when you are ready. The imported prospects and qualified prospects you can see here. When you hover over the eye icon, you will see the stages notes. This will give you helpful next steps. You can continue to build out your pipeline in this view by clicking Add New Stage and going from there. However, we suggest building out your pipeline in the Pipeline Builder. To go to this view of your pipeline, click the Pipeline Builder button. Now that you're in the Pipeline Builder view, you can continue building out your pipeline. I'll walk you through the general layout of the Pipeline Builder. By clicking this plus button, you can add a stage to your pipeline. This long box is an already created stage in your pipeline. This is the stage's name. These are the stage's notes. This is the stage's color. Any automations you have assigned to the stage will be shown here. These buttons will assign a template to this stage. This drop-down will move the stage down. This pencil icon will take you to a place where you can edit the stage. This trash can will delete the stage from your pipeline. If you click the pencil icon, it will bring up the stage's settings. You can edit the name of the stage here. If you click this drop-down, you can set this type of stage this is. If you click this checkbox, it will include this stage in the pipeline stats report. You can change the color of the stage here, and you can also change the notes here as well. If you click the Automations tab, you will see all the automations available to you. Read through here to see what is possible. When you're done making changes, click Save Changes. Remember, there's 2 important parts to building out a pipeline correctly. First, you need to write stage names in past tense. The reason for this is because you want to move the card into the next stage only after the action has taken place. For example, if a contact card is in the imported prospects stage, you would first qualify the lead, and if it's qualified, only then would you move it into the qualified stage. Second, you need to assign the template to the stage you'll take the action on. I'll show you what I mean by this. Let's say you want to send an initial message to the leads that you've qualified and are in the qualified stage. You'll need to create an initial message sent stage. Click the Add New Stage button. Write the name of the stage, which would be Initial Message Sent. You can set a stage type. In this case, since this is the first message we're sending to our prospects, the stage type would be First Message Sent. I'm going to leave this box checked because I want to include the stage in my pipeline stats report. You can change the stage color. In the notes section here, you can write helpful information like the stage's standard operating procedure. You can set up any automations for the stage by clicking the Automations tab. We highly recommend setting a follow-up date automation. What this will do will change the follow-up date of a contact card when the card is added to the stage. This is helpful because if you change this to 2 days, the follow-up date on the card will remind you to follow up with this contact in 2 days after moving the card into this stage. When you're done building the stage, click Save Changes. Now it's time to add your first template. Remember when I said the template needs to be assigned to the stage you'll take the action on? So if you want to send the initial message to the lead in the qualified stage, you need to assign the initial message template to the qualified stage, because you'll be taking the action, which in this case is sending the message to the leads in this stage. After you send the initial message to the lead, you'll move the lead into the initial message sent stage. To assign the template to the qualified stage, either click the Create New Template button or the Assign Existing Template. In my case, I'm going to show you how to create a new template from scratch. Write a title for this message template. You can add different nomenclature to make finding these templates easier later on. In the message box, write your message template. If you need help writing a template, feel free to use FlowChat AI. If you need help on how to use this, check out our tutorial video. The template will already be assigned to the correct stage. When you're ready, click Save Changes. You want this template to be the default when sending messages to the contact in this stage. So click Set as Default. Continue this process until you're satisfied with your pipeline built. For example, if you want to send a follow-up message 2 days after you send your initial message to follow up with your prospects, you would create a follow-up sent stage and add a template. To do this, click the Add New Stage button, write the name of the stage, which in this case would be Initial Message 2-Day Follow-Up Sent. You can set a stage type if applicable. Check this box if you want to include this stage in the Pipeline Stats report. You can change the color of the stage. In the Stages Notes section here, you can add helpful information like the stage's standard operating procedure. You can set up automations for the stage by clicking the Automations tab. If you want your cards to have a follow-up date for 7 days in the future after being added to the stage, set 7 days. When you're done building the stage, click Save Changes. Now it's time to add a follow-up template. Remember what I said, it needs to be assigned to the stage before you take the action. So for example, if we want to send a follow-up message to the prospects in the initial message sent stage, then you would want to assign the follow-up message to the initial message sent stage, since all the contacts in this stage have already been sent the initial message. To assign the template to the initial message sent stage, either click the Create New Template button or the Assign Existing Template button. In this case, I'll show you how to assign a template from scratch again. In this case, the title would be FB Initial Message 2-Day Follow-Up. In the message box, write your template. If you need assistance, use FlowChat AI. The template will already be assigned to the correct stage. When you're ready, click Save Changes. If you want this template to be the default when sending messages, click Set as Default. Continue adding stages and templates until you're satisfied with your pipeline build. If you want to see all your messages expanded, click the Expand All Messages button. If you want to see your pipeline in a vertical view, click the Switch to Pipeline View button. As you can see here, we have built out this pipeline a bit more. We now have the 2 new stages that we just added. If you hover over the icon, you'll see the stages notes that we also wrote. You can see that we have also assigned templates. So if I click the 3 dots and click Assign Templates, you'll see the templates that we have created and assigned to the stage.